Is he they
Play more
throwing one?
games?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Together. Right.
Oh, it's
well,
pretty close. Look at the odds. Pretty tight there.
We're looking tight. That's impressive.
Yeah, 1.6 to 2.1. That's not too shabby. I mean, I would have leaned more to Team Spirit, I think. But of course, head on over to EGB. They are doing giveaways every 30 key. And the sole assumption from the Visage, I guess.
Yeah, it feels like they're just chilling. Want to make sure the Spectre gets farmed up. Camps are blocked anyway. No pulls. Keep it stable. Collapse is dead. You know, normal stuff.
Yeah, normal stuff. Just Lich Lina. Frost Blast plus Light Striker rate. Struggling against Flame Guard. Not sure he can break it. What is it? 140 plus 150.
There you go.
Oh, they do get the grab on Mira. Light Striker rate is there as well. And blast down the Primal Beast. 2 kills for that safe lane of Darkside. Ramzes is going to be very happy.
I found out what's happening. Laryl's just missing a lot of last under tower.
A bit of poke against the Spectre. Raindrops and Magic Stick is making her life much easier. They do dive top as well. Ramzes caught out by that onslaught and trample. And the gaze comes a little too late from Taneko. He's going to go for the TP now, knowing there are no further stuns to connect onto him. But here's that.
So free.
I'm back.
What I've been liking a lot lately is teams that start playing into the jungle because of these like ranged carries that need this little bit of space. So I would like to see them try and play up this hill to sort of control that space. But meanwhile, Roger stuck around mid a little bit too long there. And he got snowball, punch, arrow.
He sure did. And I got a D-ward too. So it looks like just naturally, even without catapults, they get a bit of chip damage here as they haunt. Where are they jumping? Up and down all over the place. Yatra are toying with the Lich as they blow up Suneko. They also spotted Ramzes sat at a third of his HP. Light Striker Ray, where is it? It's going to come, but collapse. The damage. Oh, the raindrops on Ramzes' bottom jungle now, though. Invis up for Lal, but familiar stuns and apparently some reveal here. Yeah, sentries placed down on the ground. Snowball will buy a little bit of time for Lal, but he's surrounded by 4 Darkside members. So a good swift move down south gets them a pretty big kill on the enemy mid laner. Transitioning that build, Spectre, quite an interesting one. Back into the Blade Mail build, and then it looks like Hand of Midas with Aghanim Scepter afterwards. Oh, Mira. Oh, a lot of damage from that Chain Frost Soul Assumption. Big combo from Darkside. Pretty difficult for Team Spirit to play into this bottom lane now. This is his territory, and he's showing he's not going to go without a fight. Neposhka, one leaf, has Wand and Fairy Fire. Oh, it's going to be close here to get another leaf up. But the Snowball, the Lina disappears. Now onto the Visage as well. Tries to get off the Grave Chill to slip away. The Lich TPing home, but stunned up by the last second arrow. Team Spirit, bring the numbers. That's how you kick people out of your bottom lane. Neposhka is invis for a matter of seconds remaining now as Rebel's Ember. He's got a safety remnant, so he's just toying with him and trying to kill Neposhka with the chains. Mana. He has mana now with the wand. He's got one. It's 45 seconds remaining. I can see the debuff.
Yeah, it's because Tusk was sitting on it, though. He placed it over there on the right-hand side.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So a bit rough on that one.
Big strength of the Spectre, right? You're just on the opposite side of the map. Suddenly, 5 heroes on top of the Visage.
Yeah, and with Midas ready in a moment, that's a quick path.
Poor Suneko. Deary me. That was camping here by the Ancients. Might get the cross kill on Mira, though, as he tries to escape, and successfully so, it looks like. Onslaught gets the high ground, and off to the side, the Roger Ricky. He's on to Neposhka. Mirana down to the Maelstrom Strike of the Lina.
He just wanted it. He's like, maybe I can get out.
Lal still fighting. He's 1v2. Ramzes has given up on his back.
Meanwhile, down bottom, though, at the same time, Laryl's in trouble.
Yeah, getting on top of the Tusk under those tier 2. They dust him. Now snowball back into the waiting arms of 4 Darkside heroes. And Team Spirit nowhere nearby. They were equally hunting the Ramzes Alina up in that top jungle, but they're not quite able to connect.
Radiant's bottom tower.
No, they tried to use that defensive haunt to their advantage. See if they could also find Ramzes. We'll find him now with Mira, but Mira's pretty alone right now. Oh, it's Courier. Mira, your Courier.
Radiant's Courier has been
collapsed. Sleeping Dart into the Familiars. That's a lot of damage straight onto this DP. Through the Greaves, through the Wand charges.
Oh, that's a big problem. They thought they had things sort of like...
Would have been huge for them, but instead they dive onto the Ricky. Dust comes out, Mirror's on top of him, but a good smoke screen stops any kind of pulverized play, and he blinks away.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the horn
Oh,
back in,
wait,
though.
what's
Jethro.
him?
Oh, he was desperate for that one. Back to his illusion, and away he goes.
That's interesting. That looks like an Axe play, not like a haunt. Oh, that's going to cost them, too. Ramzes gets the kill. I mean, they're both using ultis, but obviously I'd rather have Haunt than Laguna Blade.
Doesn't have blink. He's gone for this BKB build himself. And whoa, Lich is chain frosting mid. They've darted up the DP, trapped under the smoke screen. Still pretty tanky, and with the help of Lal and Mira coming in now, Seneco's burst down, and Roger, he's trying to run his way out of here. Spirit siphons up, and a blink strike back to Rebel's Ember will get him to safety. Bit of Mira though. They're trying to come in with a smoke from the south. Ember,
I think he's
Seneco.
just dead.
Catching out Collapse, can the Onslaught see him? Try and push them around, but the Sinister Gaze stops him in his tracks. And the Primal Beast follows the DP into the grave. Now, is this an opportunity to Roche, or are you going to be reclaiming map as Darkside?
I mean, Roshing is territory to try and spot where the Ricky's moving through.
Oh, Tusk. It's just like a global strat, honestly. You've got Familiars on top of him, smoke screens down, so he's forced to BKB, which he just had delivered. He does get the kill on Seneco, though, so Lal getting something from nothing. Has to spend his first BKB charge for it, though. We were praising the warding out of Mira and Team Spirit. Equally, these observers from Darkside have given them so many opportunities, now blowing up the Primal Beast with that catch they've got.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really annoying playing versus a Ricky if you don't have some vision to
Ping it.
Oh, any off-centric combo there too.
Hello, Dust. Howdy, Roger. Smoke screens down on the Mirana. They do slide chains her as well. Can he get a Posca out of here? She's got alive, but under this tier 1 tower, Team Spirit strike. Loading up Seneco, trying to catch the Ember, but he's jumping to his Remnant, while Roger does get dusted in the end.
Oh, the
Familiars gets the escape out. DK Focus and Ramzes there holding a high ground up to the right, but it's the chase onto Roger's Ricky, which will net Mira a double kill. Weird place to have a fight, right in front of that tier 1 top. The smoke breaks, though, onto Mira as DK Focus was atop the stairs. With a smoke and a sleeping dart onto the Primal Beast. They're going to catch him and trap him, but the Ember Spirit! Oh, beautiful fight back from Spirit. The punch into Rebel clears him out, and now the tier 1 looks like it should be the objective Spirit claims, but Lina offering her own right-click damage straight into the tusk. Light Strike array was there, now Collapse trying to dive. Good onslaught with a trample. Now on top of Lina and the Visage, but it looks like Spirit wanting to disengage. I think Yatoro is making the call that he does not want to fight without his Haunt. Does leave any stragglers to fend for themselves, and Ramzes comes out with a double kill and a snap smoke immediately back into action.
This is sort of the double-edged sword of putting this...
Right, trying to disengage the Tusk from this
it's
fight.
close.
Mira dived into the back. Lol gets the high ground, bottled himself up, but now Mira is going to get caught out here with a Sinister Gaze and a slight chains to follow. Another quick pick from the Darkside boys, and moving towards that tier 2 mid. Try
Shadow Step.
and close in on Ramzes. No Haunt for third. Oh, no, they do have the Haunt. That was just the Shadow
Roger
Step.
just died.
Yeah, walking into the trees, meets his maker as Lal and Collapse combo him down.
Look at Rebel. In behind like this, too.
And what's he up to? Two-man chains. Laguna Blade thrown out, and they blow up Mira again. He wandered down to low ground in the river, where it is not safe.
Just waving.
I mean, dinosaurs left the ocean because they didn't want to swim any. Pretty spectacular time. Brute forcing tier 3 up in the top lane now, and it looks like Darkside is going to keep on going. Collapse does have this halberd, which is irritating for the Lina as Lal dives into the back, punches Seneco, blows up the Lich and the Ricky immediately. Team Spirit, this is their time now. DK Focus surrounded but gets into stone form, and Rebel has a two-man chain. Pretty tanky on the Spectre, but a blow up of Lal with the Laguna Blade, and that Blade Mail does a tremendous amount of damage, but DK Focus, Ramzes and Rebel able to withstand the pain. Turn and fight into Collapse now. There's a disarm again on Lina, but she can turn and continue fighting, but the return of Mira. Slides away. A minute and a half for Roshan to spawn as well.
But yes, I've heard they're very scrappy over there. And I feel like we haven't had quite as many turnarounds here in comparison.
Oh my god. Oh, Roger's the target you want to go on. That's how you do it. Team Spirit still see Ramzes kind of trapped in the shards. Throw the halberd onto her.
That's the big one. The 1/4 staff. So just
Yeah,
gotta be
like-
careful of the blink punch into snowball.
Well, they're trying to catch the Ricky again. Mira might have bitten off more than they can chew.
Oh,
Just
they
get
already
changed
collapsed.
stunned up. Now collapse. Familiar stuns, Gleipnir, the root catches her. Death Prophet under the moonlight shadow. Do they have revealed to see her? They do. So collapse. Laguna bladed by this beyond godlike Lina. Had a few struggles in the laning stage, but Ramzes has caught up tremendously. Now top of the net worth by a significant 7,000 dodge. Manta to get away from the sleep dart. Roger, trick to the trade, and the smoke screen down. Dusted up for now. Eposhka does get scouted though, and Gleipnir is there. As the Haunt. Yatoro. Where's he jumping? Onto Roger.
He's
Gets
trying
the
to kill
catch onto the
Roger.
Ricky. Does find the takedown. And they've got this high ground ward up here for Team Spirit, so they see where Darkside are heading.
Oh, he's got to run though. Me.
Dire's courier
Mira
has been killed.
gets caught again.
Dire's courier
DK
has
focus
been killed.
courier down, so Assault Curan's going to be pretty heavily delayed. And Mira with an onslaught ready tries to get away from Rebel, but Maelstrom strike is there.
Ramses just really doesn't like the shard, I guess, on Lina. He won't even use it.
Yatoro trying to scout out and maybe get on top of Suneko, but this frost shield proving a little too difficult to... Oh god, lol! Half his HP disappeared, snowballs on towards Ramzes, but he's dead with no buyback. And now with a sleeping dart, good 4 staff away, Yatoro saved. And they back up, retreating under their tier 3, while there's Wraith Pact and the Familiars. That is bringing down the buildings from safety. There's no commitment from Darkside. They're softly pushing up to high ground. And now Ramzes realizes, oh, I've got Aegis, don't know I can walk up the staircase. Bring down his final lane of barracks. Mira is in, but the Sinister Gaze is there. Suneko saves the Lina. That's the form of initiation they needed from Darkside. And, oh my god, collapse! Again, just blown up. The amount of damage here from Darkside is just... Oh, I just can't withstand it. Every hero that shows their face gets caught, slept, changed, killed.
Now have Mega Rings.
And this feels like game 1 is over. Darkside looking for this first victory of the match.
Radiant's
I
middle
wouldn't even call putting up a fight at this point. I mean, Yatoro's going to try, but yeah, the GG called as he uses the final haunt of the game.
And some good blade mail damage.
Dire victory.
Very impressed. I was not expecting that to be so one-sided. And